So this is the beginning. I'm driving across the Egner's Ferry Bridge. I've got my iPhone on the dash on a tripod. I'm just holding the tripod against the dash so it'll stay stable. And then here I am entering the Golden Pond Visitor Center parking lot. This is the driveway that leads to the parking lot. There's a dogwood tree right there. Lots of dogwood trees. You can smell it when you're driving with the windows down. It smells like roses the whole way. It just smells, the whole area smells like roses. I think that's the dogwood tree that smells like that. Now I'm out of the car and I filmed a little exterior. There's the planetarium and there's the little map area. And I'm going to point out where I'm going to go, which is Honker Lake, right next to Hematite Lake. You can see it there. And I'm pulling out of the parking lot. This is the Woodland Trace Road.
Which way are you traveling?
I'm going north right now. It's about 6 miles from here to where I want to be. I just filmed a few stretches of the road on the way there. You can see some of the dogwoods on the side of the road. And now I've turned off onto the side road. The long and winding road that leads to the nature center. The nature station. Now I'm pulling into the nature station, getting a couple shots while I'm driving. Which is dangerous. Now I pull into the parking spot here and I actually bumped into the curb there. And now examining the map, and you can see it says the parking lot closes at 5, and so now I'm thinking I have to be done with this trail before 5 o'clock, and it's like 2:30 right now when I started. So
you were worried about your car being towed?
Well, not towed, but just blocked in. They closed the gate at 5, so I'd have to drive around the gate, I guess, to get out of there. But anyway, I'm using my GoPro chest mount here to film the start of the trail, and annoyingly, you can hear me breathing the entire time. Which I didn't count on.
What's a better way to record that then?
Well, I didn't know it would be able to pick up on me breathing. I wasn't breathing that loud. I was just breathing normal. And the camera's right here. I didn't think it would pick up that sound.
Omnidirectional mic, probably picking up everything around it.
I guess.
Is there something that you can put the mic above you or out in front of you?
No, there's no mic attachments on the GoPro. because it's all self-contained, like because it's waterproof.
That's what that is? All GoPro audio?
This right here, yeah, yeah. This is all GoPro audio. And whenever I cut to another shot, it'll be from the DSLR. This audio is from the DSLR camera using this condenser mic that I got right before the trip.
It's different sounding spatially.
Yeah.
That's more everything around you. This is more centered on you.
Yeah, I paid $60 for that condenser mic at Best Buy.
For the GoPro?
No, for the DSLR.
It sounds good.
And that's a giant tree right off the bat. When I started the trail, there's this giant tree that's fallen on the trail, and I'm like, gotta traverse this tree. So I decided I'll film me using the GoPro to climb over this fallen tree.
Also, like you used your tripod.
Yeah. It was kind of difficult because I had the camera in my hand too, and like that was the hardest thing on the whole trail right off the bat. And then there was this really long uphill walk.
This part.
Yeah. And I'm like,
So that's a lot steeper than it looks on the video.
well, I think
I see an incline.
I stopped recording for the big incline, but I was like puffing by the time I got to the top, and now relaxed enough to get some shots. That's DSLR stuff. I wish I had gotten me walking
Right there.
there, but oh well.
What a big tree down.
I'm trying to use the GoPro, like pushing branches to the side so you can see its first person point of view. There was a little stream I came across.
That's that.
Yeah, I stopped at the stream and set up the camera.
It's
Got
beautiful.
got a nice shot of me enjoying the view.
It's very
That's a JanSport backpack, by the way, from the 1980s that I had in elementary school. I think I had it in first grade. Nice, peaceful, natural sounds. And here I'm deciding which way to go. I guess I have to cross this little stream here, jump across it.
Is this where the trail went through right here?
Yeah. I saw this crawdad nest here and decided to set up the tripod and film me walking past it. And you can see a squirrel. You see that squirrel? It just jumped past me.
This is uphill as well, isn't it?
Not really. It's a little bit. But there are a lot of these violet. I guess those are violets. I don't know really. But I like the view of those fallen trees with the roots exposed. It makes for good photography. And then this is just me. I I was trying to go all the way up on that tree, but the I couldn't get the angle to go up any further. Now here's a little break where we see the lake with some. I think these are goldenrods.
That are in the water.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
I was gonna stop and have a snack right here, but it smelled like rotten fish, so it wasn't very pleasant to stay there for any time. But it was very photographic location.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I just decided to get a little shot there.
Deep steel blue color on top of that lake.
Yeah. And here comes a goose that I came across. It was sitting there still when I first saw it, and once I set the camera up, it started to swim away, paddle away. So I got that nice shot of it paddling away. And then another shot, and then actually right after that, I started walking, and these two mallards flew out from under the brush like whack, 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 just flapping. I wish I'd got that shot too, but
My favorite part of this comes up a little later. It has to do with geese.
oh yeah. I saw some people that walked by here, but I let them walk by before I filmed this scene.
It was
So-
a good shot of the SLR up there.
Yeah. And this is the big editing scene where I'm gonna have a snack.
What kind of apple was it?
There, it's a gala apple. So I tried to edit this to where it's as tight as possible. Just have a drink of water and have a bite of apple, and taking a little break.
There's some contemplation there.
A little bit, but I'm also aware that I'm under time constraint. If I had
Or you'll be
started
locked in.
earlier, I could have spent more time getting shots. At this point, I'm thinking I need to get to the parking lot as soon as possible, so I didn't have a lot of time to contemplate.
That's why I brought the time, or why I was thinking about the time was that you took several bites out of the apple, but you put it back into the bag.
I took one bite out of the apple.
The whole time.
Yeah,
You really were in a hurry.
yeah. And also, I was thinking I'm gonna get a hamburger after this, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be fine. And I ate a good breakfast before I came down there anyway, so. Oh, and this part, the first time I hiked this path was underwater.
Before you go up to those stairs there.
Yeah. And the first time I hiked it, I had to take my shoes off and walk. It was like ankle deep, but that path does get underwater. And I thought this was like a part of a boat. I just thought that was interesting, and I knocked on it. Threw a rock to feature the POV shot. Now I'm coming up on top of the hill, leading up to the down. 3 miles left here. I don't say it here. Now here's another downward stair step path.
So this is a decline. Pretty big
It
one.
leads to the levee where all the fishermen go. Now I'm using a wide angle on the GoPro,
How many settings are on that?
and there's 3 settings, and now I think I'm back to the linear setting. And I filmed this entire walk in one shot. I just let it go because I like the look of all these the different looks of these fisher people and all their equipment and stuff. Don't have to worry about getting permission. They're just busy at it. And I think that thing on the right is like a water filter. Something.
It looks like a dot.
Yeah, it's filtering water. And then it got that cart there.
Is that the noise?
Okay.
And then this lady with her dog. Her dog is chained up underneath. She's got it leashed underneath a rock, and she's telling me about the snakes up there.
Nino.
And I'm like,
There's
huh.
2 of them. There's 2 of them.
And you can't really see it right now. Oh, I pet the dog. See?
Okay. Snake.
Snake.
They're right there. They're right there.
But I could see it from there, but you can't really see it on camera. But I'm getting closer to them.
Do you like how she had the leash snagged under the big rock?
You can kind of start to see the snakes right here.
Takes a minute. See them now.
Yeah.
About middle of the screen there.
I had no fear walking up to these snakes. But I mean, I could tell that from what I've seen of snakes, I could tell that they were in a mating ritual. So
Is that with this?
yeah, these shots are with the DSLR camera on handheld.
There's a lot more bass in the response of the microphone.
Yeah, it's pretty windy in that location.
Not in a bad way. Kinda
It seems
cool.
like you're descending into hell.
Sounds like a spacecraft that is coming through the atmosphere.
And then that snake is dragging the other snake by the neck
Yeah.
with its mouth, and then they break apart, and then it starts chasing me. It's one of the craziest nature things I've ever seen.
And you got it on film.
I'll watch it. It disappears, and it goes under the rocks, and I'm like, oh God! And I start to run away. And then I'm in a big hurry right now, and I thought I had this shot in focus, but it's not in focus. I just wanted to get a quick shot of the lake.
Foreground is in focus.
Yeah. And then the trail kind of breaks apart over a road, and then it continues on this path. And this is the last leg of the lake. Last leg of the lake. And you can still hear my breathing. So at this point, I'm just walking as fast as I can to get to the parking lot before they close the gate. I think this is still in wide angle lens. And this is where I hurt my leg. You can see blood on my finger there. I stepped on a twig, and it buckled up and stabbed into my leg. And then shortly after that, I heard some geese, so I wanted to get that sound.
That was my favorite part of
The whole thing.
2 more miles. 2 more miles.
I always try to get a shot of me when I'm walking through water.
Is there a reason you do that?
It's like an action shot. It's not just boring walking along the trail. I try to do like a pause and look left and right or something.
Does it remind you of the circulating background they do in old movies? The drawing of the
Well, I was originally just gonna have 5-minute segments of me with the GoPro and just 5 minutes straight of me walking, but I don't think people want to watch that.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to watch it, so.
That's very, very pretty.
But I did have 5-minute segments with the GoPro, just walking straight on the trail, which is fine. See, I like doing stuff like that.
It's a really pretty area.
And this is where I'm gonna see the other snake. And actually, there are 2 bridges, and I made it look like there's 1 bridge. So this is the first bridge, and then there's another bridge that I combined the 2 bridges. Look at that snake right there.
Yep.
It's right by my fucking foot. And
That's when you know it's like.
Yeah, I heard it splash, and see it go right there. And I was like, I gotta adjust the camera.
That's why you weren't prepared for that.
And that's not the same bridge that the snake was on
It's
right
really
there.
bleeding too.
Yeah, it looks like I got bit by the snake.
It does.
But I set the camera up on. That was the second bridge. I set the camera up and filmed me walking across it.
You should have edited out that you hurt your leg with that twig or stick. And then show it afterwards as it being a snake.
Yeah. Put in a snake hiss. So crossing some water here, so angle the camera down. And then I angled it back up and edited that part out. So I'm getting close to the end. This is the end of the trail. It's like a little picnic table there. And I've got like 10 minutes to get to the parking lot. And this is the hardest part of the whole hike, is hiking up to the station. This is the biggest incline of the whole thing. I had to stop a couple times to catch my breath on this part. And then,
If you wonder why I didn't go with you, this is why.
well, then when I got out there, when I got out of the exit, I decided to do this shot.
I like that shot.
So I could get a Pepsi endorsement. You can see the blood on my leg.
Yeah.
This was after I washed off my leg and used antibacterial.
It does look clean.
Yeah. But it looks like 2 bite marks on my leg.
It does. You really should have just omitted all that.
But that is from a little twig that I stepped on. It like
It's not a twig. It's high enough to come up past midway on your shin. That's not a twig.
yeah, I stepped on it and it flipped up and wedged into my shin while it was pinned underneath my shoe. So I thought that was pretty crazy that could happen.
So feedback. I want to know, people listening to that saw that. That's not a twig.
It was about that long. Now this is the drive back over the same bridge as the beginning. Now, at this point, it's about 5:30 maybe. By the time I get to Parcells,
What do they do at Parcells?
it's a place where you can get a burger. You can get a burger. You can get cupcakes. You can get all kinds of stuff. Barbecue sauce, sandwiches. It's a deli. Anything. Bread. It's a bakery. Deli, bakery, all kinds of stuff. So I ordered a double cheeseburger, and it took 30 minutes to get it.
This is not a great endorsement of Parcells. It did not look busy.
No, there were a few people there, and they texted me when it was ready.
What's on your burger?
Lettuce, onion, pickle, mustard, cheese,
It looks yummy.
and a Sprite to drink.